Good morning, everyone. Let's begin meditation. Welcome to this meditation for the ultimate manifestation. I'm Anne Alkangas, and I'm going to take you through a visualization process. We're going to raise awareness and connect to the wisdom within. Are you ready to attract anything you desire? So let's begin by taking a few large, deep breaths. Exhaling with an ah. Sitting comfortably, relax your shoulders. Relax your body, releasing all stress. Allow the thoughts in your mind to be set aside for a moment, and bring your attention to your heart center. And as you continue breathing, know that you are safe. And using your imagination now, imagine yourself being in a receiving mode. Take a deep breath in and out. And now another deep breath in. And if you haven't already, just gently close your eyes. Now, keeping your attention, focus purely on your breathing. Hear the sound and feel the calming of the breath. Noticing the fresh air coming in, and imagine on each exhale releasing any stress, any discomfort, any heaviness. Breathing out and releasing it all, feeling more and more relaxed with every breath. Slow, deeply breathing. Just continue with no thought. Just pure breathing. While you listen to my words, focus purely on breathing. No thought, no dialogue, no questions. And if they do arise, simply allow them to float away as you continue to relax your body. Relax. Breathe. Release. Relax. Breathe. Release. Notice how peaceful and good it feels. This is your connection to your divine essence, to the source and resource within you. Here, you are most connected to the universe. Here you find peace, fulfillment of your wishes, the place where your desires are answered. You are being in the now. Feel the peace, the calm, the support of this now moment. Feel every sensation, every sound around you. No thoughts. Witness without dialogue. Witness without dialogue. Every feeling, every sound, every light, every sense. Just be all here. Be here now. Now I invite you to use your imagination and focus on your third eye chakra, the spot between your eyes. With your eyes continually closed, look towards your third eye chakra and keep focused there, and keep breathing. Take a deep breath in and slowly out. And notice the sensation of high vibrational energies here as you continue to focus your eyes on the third chakra between your eyes. Now allow those high vibrational energies just to settle. Here you are becoming more aware of your connection to the divine. Slow breathing. Return to slow, deep breathing. Now, in this ultimate state, I invite you to use your imagination. See in your mind's eye your desire, your intention, your goal, the thing you want to manifest. And imagine bringing it to the center of your forehead, toward your third eye chakra. Just see it. Just visualize. Notice how slowly you're able to see it clearer and clearer. Exactly that thing that you wish to manifest. Bringing it into your mind as if it's happening right now. In reality, you see it happening. See it as if you've just stepped into this portal in this new reality field. As if it's happening right now. Who else is around you? Where are you? What is your ultimate goal? Your ultimate desire? What is it that you wish to manifest? Where are you? Who are you with? Notice the sounds, the colors, the smells. Feel the temperature. Bring them all into this visualization. See them right now in this reality, as if the result had happened already. Imagine yourself right now as if you're living it. Now, at this stage, I invite you to bring your attention to your heart chakra. And while you are here, experiencing this moment, ask yourself this question: how do I feel right now? Seeing what I see, how do I feel? Am I feeling joy or love? Or perhaps it's the thought, I finally made it. I'm here now. And taking a deep breath, I relax into this feeling. What am I saying? What are my words? What is the expression on my face? Am I smiling with joy or excitement? Is there anyone with me? Oh, how do I feel? What does it look like and feel like? Again, using your imagination right now, as if it's happening now. Imagine like turning a knob. You amplify those feelings and emotions. For energy is always in motion. Imagine this feeling is expanding and bringing you closer and closer to this reality. Continue to amplify the emotions. Imagine what it feels like right now. Who are you speaking to? Who is beside you? Look at them. What are you saying? Are you smiling? How do you feel in your body? And in this present, aware state, take a deep breath in and out. And now gently take a moment to notice yourself sitting in the chair, feeling content, peaceful, Notice how you feel, how it feels to have this realization, this visualization. Allow yourself, every cell of your body, to become one with this feeling, with this vibrational frequency that your desires are right here, right now. Knowing that this reality is here now. In this state, slowly breathing, feel the energy attracting more of what you desire, knowing that the universe always says yes. It is here now. And from this deep knowing, remember that the universal laws of attraction and energies know exactly what to do to bring you your good. So take a deep breath in and out. Release these visions and feelings. Feel the gratitude, knowing that they are already yours, knowing that everything always works out for the highest and best. Now bring yourself back into this moment, rolling your shoulders as you bring this spiritual energy into this physical form. Coming back to this moment, noticing your legs, moving them a little bit, moving your toes and your feet, moving your body. Twist your body. Move your neck. Move your head. Bring yourself back into this moment. Now take another deep breath in and bring your palms together, rubbing them together. Feel the energy. Feel the heat. Put them together. Now gently placing your hands over your eyes, awaken your senses. Gently over your ears. Notice as you open up all the senses. And now gently placing your hands back in your lap. Feeling refreshed and better than before. Gently open your eyes when you're ready. And affirm with me, and so it is.
Bring it on, everything new, everything different. everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through crying, I'm through waiting, I'm through hoping against all hope. I'm through longing for something gone that'll never return. Think I finally learned, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything that'll never be mine. I think it's time to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I know it's gonna be everything new.
What I am is waiting for courage. The one I want, the one I will become, will catch me. So let me fall if I must fall. I won't heed your warnings. I won't hear them. Let me fall. If I fall, though the phoenix may or may not rise, I will dance so freely, holding on to no one. You can hold me only if you too will fall away from all these useless fears and shame. Oh, someone I am is waiting for my courage. The one I want, the one I will become, will catch me. So let me fall if I must fall. I won't heed your warnings. I won't hear. Let me this one chance, this perfect moment. Just let me fall.
You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt. You could stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. I'm flying on faith, faith. You could cry all night about the things that you hate, so dissatisfied in so many ways, but I'm gonna find a way to celebrate today. I'm flying on faith, I'm flying on faith, picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door, not looking back, because the past is such a bore. I'm gonna stand with the moon, with the stars up in my face today, today. I'm flying on faith, I'm flying on faith. You could hurry full of worry, let the fear take you out, imagining the worst overcome with doubt. There's no way to know, knowing is the only way today, today. I'm flying on faith, I'm flying on faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door, not looking back, because the past is such a bore. I'm gonna stand with the moon, with the stars up in my face today, today. I'm flying on faith, I'm flying on faith, You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt. You could stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith.
Haha, I'm flying on faith. Isn't that cool? Welcome to Unity. I'm your presider. My name is Reverend Pat Ball. I am a retired Unity minister, just having fun. If you're here for the first time, we have a welcome gift for you. And so after the presentation, I'll talk with you. 10% of all that we receive goes out to bless other nonprofits and charities. 5% half of the 10% goes to Unity Canada to help support the growth of Unity in Canada. And for this section, the other 5% goes to Hamilton Food Share, which is a charity that supports children that don't have food on the weekends. It's a really good thing. So, this month's ability we don't have.
There, but I think it's after the song for some reason.
It's after the song. All right. Okay. Take it away, Emilio.
For those of you that can't see Emilio, he's sipping water and chewing mints and doing whatever. He's ready now.
May God's spark within shine His light. May the flame of love burn so bright.
We are having technical issues. Microphones need to be turned on. There we go. We can hear him testing. Let's try
I
that
forgot
again.
to turn back the volume up. Hello. Good morning. Okay, this is a new song. Abundance Prayer. May God's spark within shine its light. May the flame of love burn so bright that the whole world can see our true reality is the blossom abundance of life. I know a place that's quiet, where stillness fills the air, where darkness disappears into the light that's everywhere. I go there in the morning and linger through the day. It gives me everything I need to soothe me as I pray. May God's spark within shine its light. May the flame of love burn so bright that the whole world can see our true reality is our awesome abundance of life. Whenever there's a moment of pain, despair, or doubt, I know that I can go within so I may flow without. And in that sweet surrender, I open up my heart to all the good that waits for me, that this world can impart. May that spark within shine its light. May the flame of love burn so bright that the whole world can see our true reality. It's the awesome abundance of life. The peaceful abundance, the promised abundance, the perfect abundance of life. Awakened abundance, amazing abundance, astounding abundance of life. May God's spark within shine its light. May the flame of love burn so bright that the whole world can see our true reality. It's the awesome abundance of life. Yes, the whole world can see our true reality. It's the awesome abundance of life. The awesome abundance of life.
Now it's the time to tell you about the new power for the month, which is release or elimination, one of the 12 powers, gifts from God that we were born with. The color is brown. I let go of what no longer serves me. I release anything and everything that no longer serves my best life. I release using my ability to let go. Sometimes it's hard. Let's say this together. I release and I let go. And now Reverend Ann will open us with prayer.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this in here cool Sunday, and a little cool outside too. Hopefully those of you watching at home are warm and toasty. I'm Reverend Anna Haukangas, and one of my favorite things to do is connect with the truth of my being. And sometimes I call it prayer. So join with me in consciousness. As I breathe and relax into this moment, and I set aside my whirling thoughts, and bring my focus to my heart center, where I know that the source of my being, the resource of everything, resides. I know it is everything seen and unseen. And I know that it is being who I am. I know that any power I have in my life comes from it through me, through my thoughts, words, and deep-held beliefs. So today I focus on knowing that this power responds to me in an affirmative, positive way when I am affirmative and positive. So today I allow my highest and best to unfold in every way. I'm so grateful knowing it's that easy, because it is right where I am. So I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming. And so it is. For I am so grateful.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude for me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Grateful for gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. so grateful. I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
Grateful we got to the end of that. And I'm so grateful that Emilio is so creative and knows exactly what to do. So now it's time for the Absolute Word, which is an adaptation of the Daily Word by Reverend Paul Hasselbach. And guess what the word is? Abundance. I broaden my perception of abundance. When I think of prosperity, I may think of financial wealth or my possessions. I may even feel tempted to compare my life to someone else's, comparing my blooper reel to their highlights reel. That's a good way of putting it. Thank you, Paul. I may feel as though I come up short in comparison. Today, my understanding of prosperity broadens. I feel safe and secure in my humanity and my divinity. Knowing I am fully human and fully divine is priceless. Both the natural world and the divine demonstrate infinite potential. Each demonstrates the principle of abundance. I am reminded that the divine is present in its entirety at every point in space, all at the same time. The more I appreciate the resources of the material world, the more aware I am that my greatest resource is established in the principle of abundance. And so it is. Thank you.
Here we go. This is fun. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. I thank the universe for each new day, whether it's sunny or it's pouring rain. In any situation, time or place, my grateful heart creates a state of grace. Yeah, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. The darkness taught me how to praise the light. Wrongness made me hunger for what's right. I haven't found a place where I don't see heaven's blessings pouring down on me. Say yeah, 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 yeah. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. I won't be waiting when my ship comes in. Won't trade my here and now for something then. I'm finding pleasure in the simple things. It doesn't matter what tomorrow brings. Say yeah, 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 yeah. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. When Jesus fed the hungry multitude, he did it with a grateful attitude. Although it looked like there was not enough, he thanked his Father for abundant love. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Okay, I gotta fix that. I used to cry for deliverance, send desperate pleas to the heavens. But it wasn't until I gave up and got still I could see all the gifts I've been given. So say yeah, yeah. I've got an attitude, got an attitude. I've got an attitude of gratitude. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. I've got an attitude of gratitude. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, Emilio. Do you know that it was 13 degrees when we got in here, and now it is 20? We're hot stuff. So thank you for that. So this month we're looking at abundance, and I want you to look at that picture. Now that is a great, it's actually boxes that they're selling buns in and making it interesting. So I thought it was kind of kooky enough that I might as well show it to you guys. Well, the thing is that I guess you can think about real buns and real buns, right? Because life is sweet and let's let it rise. So what's another word for abundance? There's a few there. Would you agree with those words? Copiousness, overflow, excess, plenitude, ample, plenty, wealth, richness, prosperity, bounty, overflow. Yes. So that's what we're going to focus on this whole month. And I'd like for you to join me in this as like a month of doing homework every day to see how we can increase our level of abundance. And not just in what you typically would call abundance, but we're going to look at every form of abundance. So I'd like to talk today about bamboo and also about what would you love, and also making money welcome. So any one of those stand out for you like you're really curious about? Or are they all like, what could she have to say about those things? Bamboo. Okay. Well, there's a story that says Chinese bamboo is an interesting plant. And if you plant the bamboo seed and take really good care of it the first year, carefully watering and fertilizing it, it grows 1 inch. And if you take really good care of it the second year, carefully watering and fertilizing it, it grows 1 inch. And if you take really good care of it on the third year, carefully watering and fertilizing it, it grows 1 inch. You getting kind of a gist here? And if you take really good care of it in the fourth year, carefully watering and fertilizing it, it grows 1 inch. Now you're into 4 years here. Quite the commitment, right? And if you take really good care of it in the fifth year, carefully watering and fertilizing it, it grows an amazing 80 feet in just 6 weeks. Now, that's the story as in how I heard it told by someone by the name of Mary Morrissey. So being the Google and Mrs. Google search person that I am, I looked it up to see if it was true. And the thing is that a bamboo is basically all kinds of network of roots underneath the ground, and the shoots are only a very small amount of what you see. And so when you first plant a bamboo seed, it basically is creating a foundation. And then that foundation basically then will throw up shoots, but they take quite a while. But once it reaches maturity, which is around 3 to 4 years for the really robust ones, they will grow up to something like 2.9 meters or feet or something like that per day once it hits its peak. So it just goes crazy, but it's because it has this really strong root system that causes it to grow. And so scientists have been using the DNA in bamboo as research to find out what is the growth hormone there, and is it something that we can use as human beings in some way to help us. But what we're going to look at it from the standpoint of is that, have you ever found yourself just doing and doing and doing, but nothing seems to really be happening? You don't feel like you're making progress. And so I'd like you to think about this metaphor of the bamboo and whatever you're doing in your life. Maybe it's you're working on your health. Maybe you're working on your mental health or your physical health, or your prosperity, or love relationships, or something that you've been working on and you've been really diligent and you feel as though you've done all the work, but it just, nothing seems to be happening. The key is to keep on going, because you are like the bamboo. And eventually, whatever it is that is getting in your way is going to release, and boom, people will say, wow, are you ever lucky? That seemed to have just happened. The thing is that just like famous people, they didn't become famous overnight. You just saw them become famous. But what they were doing that whole time was like the bamboo growing the foundation. So this bamboo was preparing for the 80-foot burst that was about to come. And that's what you're doing too. So I invite you to consider, don't give up. Because that desire that you have to have whatever it is that you've been searching for, that you've been working towards, you're building the foundation for it. And that 80-foot burst could be something that just knocks your socks off. Probably will. I know I've had a few situations like that in my life, and they have been amazing. Like, can you think of anything in your life where all of a sudden it's like the dam finally broke? Yeah, I see a few of you nodding. I see you nodding at home too. During those 4 years, it was developing an extensive root system, a strong foundation ready to support its exponential growth. And exponential is one of those big words that just means like super humongous. Growing its deep, solid foundation created the ability to sustain this amazing growth. And so, I don't know about you, but on this spiritual journey, I find that sometimes I forget the principles, and I forget them less and less now as I've been doing this for long enough, and I've been teaching it for long enough. And that's the 80-foot growth, is now, most of the time I remember and I'm on track. So if you've fallen off the spiritual wagon and then the next day remembered, oh, how come I forgot? It's okay, keep on going. Your dreams can be like the Chinese bamboo. You may nurture them for a long time with very little signs on the outside that something's happening. And then if you continue to nurture your dream with patience and persistence, refusing to be discouraged, it's as if overnight everything comes together and you're living the very life that you dreamed. And I think sometimes if you forget to be grateful on a regular basis, all of it can be happening, but you just didn't notice, you didn't give it the perspective, perhaps. So I invite you, as you think about abundance in your life, include gratitude in that. Gratitude for everything. Think of this as an experiment with larger, more expansive living. And you may experience a huge leap in your results, an 80-foot growth spurt. So perhaps it is money, that abundance is your main focus. Maybe it's health. Maybe it's the best, most amazing living, whatever that means. Or maybe you are to go deep and develop a sturdy, extensive root system to support the full expression and expansion of the version of you and your life that is seeking to emerge. You know, I know for a few years I've talked about being on a health journey, and that's my path to abundance. And, you know, I had these setbacks, like having to have surgery, for instance, and I could have sat there and said, what the heck is going on? But I shared during a class that we're having on Wednesdays, it's called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life, that I see every one of those seemingly to other people negative situations as clearing something out of the way so I can move forward in the next step of whatever it is that I've got going on. So whatever seems to be a conflict or a terrible thing or a difficult thing, if you work your way through it, there's something wonderful on the other side. You will be the one who really grows, and you experience tremendous increase. And you know, during the meditation this morning, I was imagining one of the things that I really love to do that I haven't been able to do for a while, and that is walking on the beach without a cane, without support, walking in and out of the water in the ocean, which again I haven't done for a while. And I know that I will. I know it's coming. So what are you envisioning for you? What is it that you're seeing that is the culmination of these dreams and this work that you've been doing? What does that look like? So you have an opportunity to create the important shift that's necessary to open doors to new levels of abundance in every area of your life. And that's the bonus here, is that you might be focusing on one thing, but I'm here to tell you that it's going to show up as in fabulous in every area. It's just, it works that way. So let's journey together and live from this experiment. Look at it as an experiment, not like trials and tribulations and things that you have to work at. So when I say homework, what else could we call it? A home experiment? Experimenting on your own? Because it isn't supposed to be work. It's supposed to be play and fun. So are you ready for a way of living that offers more fun, more freedom, and more fulfillment? And if you're not nodding, why? Why are you not nodding? Are you so fulfilled? Do you have as much fun as you could possibly have in your life? Do you have as much freedom? Now you're nodding, okay. Because you know what? It's easy to get complacent. It's easy to just settle in and say, well, okay, I'll just make do with this. But you know what? That's not what you're here for. You're here to feel alive. And I don't mean high adrenaline all of the time. I mean experiencing life in ways that you haven't yet, that are just so much better and so much more magnificent. And every change in your life brings a new opportunity to do that, whether it be new relationships, new experiences, new ways of living. So there's a way of living and being in the world that helps you turn the invisible side of your nature into the visible side of your results. And what I mean by that is that you have this soul, this spirit that is part of the everything in life, that all it wants is to create and to experience more and more and more. Why not allow it to come out and play? So you're creating the foundation. Realize that everything you see in the external world is a reflection or an effect of the vibrations that you've been living. So your life today is what you've been thinking about and radiating out yesterday and the day before. That's how today came to be. And if it's been the same for the last 12 months, then you've been working really hard at keeping it from growing. Because life is meant to grow. One of the crazy things that Randy and I watch as part of our morning meditation is something called the Boring Channel. And it's on YouTube. And it's a guy who basically cuts lawns and cuts hedges and does things like that. And it's maybe an hour's worth of just fast forwarding while he's doing all of this stuff. And he called it the Boring Channel because he was told by his people who were watching, they didn't want him to talk. They just wanted to watch him work. And he's living a fantastically abundant life, doing what he loves to do, creating content for those of us that just want to enjoy watching someone else work, you know? And who would have thought that in today's time that could be a vocation? So, you know, that's what I mean about the world being abundant. There is so much available that is available to you right now if you're open to it. So we talked about bamboo. So let's talk about what would you love? So you have a set of beliefs by which you've lived your life. Would you agree that that's true? This operating system sets the amount of abundance and flow that you will allow into your life. You have basically created your own sandbox, metaphorically speaking. And what you have today is what you believe that you deserve, that you believe that you can have, that you have believed that you can enjoy in your life. But it doesn't have to stop there. It can be different, better, more expansive. Or you can say, okay, I'm ready to, rather than grow, I'm ready to just be complacent now and just settle in. But I'm here to tell you, the universe doesn't like complacency. You're going to get these little kicks and these little nudges, because expanding, growing, experiencing more is what life is really all about. And for most of us, our set of beliefs were installed when we were very young. So we have the opportunity every day, actually, but right now especially, to change those belief systems if you don't like the sandbox that you're in. Maybe it's not big enough. Maybe you want a different color sand. The quality of your life's determined by the quality of questions that you ask. So have you asked yourself, why am I feeling so happy? Why am I feeling discontent? Why am I feeling a desire for whatever that might be? And start to be more introspective. Create the life of your dreams starts with one question. What would I love? What would I love? Something come to mind immediately? Oh, I would love to be rolling my toes in hot sand, so hot that it would burn my feet. Do you remember what that feels like? Have you ever done that? Starting by asking yourself, what would you really love with your health, with your relationships, with your vocation, which is the work that you do, could be volunteer work, and your time and the freedom of enough money. What would you love? And there are probably other areas that you could focus on too. What would you love based upon both your longings and your discontent? Because usually what we don't want tells us what we really want, doesn't it? So if you've been doing a lot of saying, I don't want this and I don't want that, ask yourself, well then what do I want? What would I love? What area of your health has been the most challenging to change? What would you love? You know, Deepak Chopra has an audio program called Magical Mind, Magical Body, which I first heard when I was in my 20s. And he talked about the fact that you could reverse your vision to be 20/20 by just doing 3 simple eye exercises every day. And he had a group of people who proved that that was true. So if you are having to wear glasses and you've just said to yourself, oh, well, it's because I'm this age, and the doctor said, well, I'm at this age, so my eyesight's going to be bad. And so it is. But he proved through some of these experiments that people are doing that you can reverse and change anything and bring yourself and your body back to exactly where it was when you were at your peak, if you choose. So what are you longing for and struggling with in relationships? And asking yourself, what would you love? You know, is it for more connection? Is it that when you're with another person or a group of people that you feel safe? Is it trust? Maybe it's to be left alone sometimes and having your own space. Maybe you're living with 5 other people, and it would be really great to have a relationship with yourself instead of all of these people hanging around all the time. What would you love? And what's your biggest challenge around time and money? And notice I put time and money together because I believe they go together. What would you love? What are you longing for or struggling with in relationships? What would you love? So we looked at what would you love, just briefly. But that's something for you to think about this week, is to get really clear when you're saying, I wish this, or I don't want that, or I want this because you don't have it. How might you make it welcome? So let's look at how to make money welcome and maybe how to make those other things welcome. What could you do? So where you place your I am begins to concretize your results, circumstances, and situations. That's Mary Morrissey. And I remember one of the early courses I took in spirituality said, be really careful what you say after I am, because you're really solidifying it. So making money welcome requires first that you create space for it in your wallet, in your environment, and in your mind. So if you think about your money, and not a lot of us carry much cash anymore, but there was a time where you had a wallet, and maybe you still do, and you have money in there. How can you make money more welcome than you're making it now, for instance? When you think about your money, what do you think? Yeah. I remember back when we were first introduced to this idea that you could make money welcome, they asked each of us to come up with an image in our mind of what would that look like, and to find something that was an image that would be really exciting for you. And so I imagined myself going through a drive-through cash machine at the bank. And I imagined that I was taking out, a certain amount of money, and you know how you get the little paper receipt and it tells you what's in your bank account. Well, I imagined that there was so much money in my bank account that there were so many zeros at the end of it that it didn't fit on the little receipt. It just said ... And I remember thinking as I was imagining it, oh, how fun this is to have this much that they don't even have paper big enough to put the number on it. And the thing that ended up happening as a consequence of that, because I did that 3-4 times a day for about 2-3 weeks initially before anything happened. And then I received a $21,000 inheritance from somebody that was a family member that I had only met once when I was a kid. The bank twice made a mistake and sent us $5,000 each time, put it into our bank, and we wanted to give it back, and they said, no, it belongs to you. And I mean, we really did pursue trying to give it back. So in a matter of less than 6 months, we received like $40,000. And that came from me, I believe, from visualizing ... at the end of the money that I had in my bank account. So what can you do to make money more welcome for you? Because it works. Your homework, and don't think about it as work, your home play, let's say play. Your home play this week is on clearing and creating order to make money welcome. Whatever that is. Creating order, taking a specific action to clear and bring order into your life in a very tangible way to make room for a greater flow of abundance. And I want you to think about, so maybe it's health, or maybe it's love, or maybe it's relationships. Don't think about it just as money. Because maybe you're okay with the amount of money you have. Maybe, you got an inheritance of $7 million and it's in your bank account and your receipt says ... and you're okay. But maybe something else isn't as abundant as you would like it to be. So what can you do specifically to play with the idea that you have it already? What vision would you have in your mind? Would you be like me, walking on the beach with the hot, hot sand, curling your toes? What would it be? Your wallet. What is your wallet saying to the universe about your attitude towards money? Are there receipts that you can clear out and file? Are there credit cards that you can clear out and arrange in a more orderly way? Talking about wallets and credit cards. Probably for about the last 10 years, my husband and I have basically taken on our own roles in our relationship. And Randy looks after paying the bills, and a lot of them are, automatic payments and things. And I do my thing, and that's how it's been. And so I haven't even had my own credit card, or I have, but I haven't used it. I mean, back when I was on my own, I had 5, 6 credit cards, and I used them all, and life was great in that way. But I hadn't had a need to use my credit cards. And we went to the bank one day, and I had a really poor credit rating. And I went, what? Because the only way that you get a good credit rating is by borrowing money and paying it back. Yes. And so I said to Randy, well, I guess I have to start using my credit card to bring up my number. And of course, my competitive nature as well was that, if Randy's score was like 695 and mine was 400, I want 696, Well, over a period of about 6 months of using my credit card, I put it on my Amazon account, so I, sure to use it. My credit rating is up at around 600 already. So I feel really happy about it. But I feel that's what I'm doing to raise my consciousness for prosperity. And it is showing up in so many other ways as well. So how can you play with that? What can you do? I remember a friend of mine who, on the other side of the spectrum, was always struggling with money. Her wallet was so full of receipts of things that she had purchased that when she would pull it out from her pocket or whatever, half the receipts would fall out. And there was very little in the way of bills, as in dollar bills, in her wallet. And as I was doing this talk, I was thinking about how her attitude towards money was to spend it as soon as she had it. And her receipts were proving that she had, but that she never had enough. And so what is your attitude towards money? What action step will you take right now to bring greater order to your wallet, to your money, to your bank, to your spending, to your receiving. And if it's not money, your health. What action step will you take in your health? Or what action step will you take in your relationships? Things to think about, because it's up to you. So make a commitment to use your wallet or whatever you want to, your focus on, to demonstrate gratitude for the abundance in your life and to communicate that you're making room for more. There's a minister that I know who's now retired. Her name's Dagmar. And she used to always put TYG on her checks, back when we had checks. Thank you, God. Because she knew that everything she was spending, it was coming in, whether she spent it now or later, that she was in the flow. And those were just 3 little letters. The bank didn't know what they meant. They meant something to her. So what action can you take to remind you on a daily basis? So your environment. Does your physical environment support your desire to welcome a greater flow of abundance in your life? You've heard of things like clear the things that you don't use. Because if you're hoarding them, then you're saying that you're never going to get any more. You're saying that you're not in the flow. Why not pass them on to someone who can use them and be open to something new? So think about your environment. What does it look like? Does your physical environment have a feeling of openness, expansiveness, flow, or is it cluttered and constricted? Because it shows up in every area of your life. If your home is cluttered and constricted, so is your life. What steps can you take to create a greater feeling of order and flow in your physical space? Perhaps you could clear out a closet, give some clothes away. Maybe you could clean off your desk or create a system for keeping your papers. Maybe you can organize your junk drawer. We all have one. I think I have 5. That's because it's Randy and I, though, so 2.5 each. Perhaps you could rearrange the furniture in your rooms in your home to give it a fresh look. Because when you do that, then you have a new perspective on everything. I used to move when I was in my 20s, every 6 months to every year. Because I like to get new furniture. I always bought old furniture, somebody else's old furniture. But I would sell the old and get the new because I like that idea of feng shui and change. And so every 6 months to a year I would move. All my friends would come. We'd have a pizza party and we'd move stuff. And I'd get all this new stuff for me. And I felt so prosperous. So in your mind, you grew up with attitudes, thoughts, beliefs about money. Some of those served you and others have not. So what new thoughts or feelings would you love to hold about money? Putting your thoughts into action. How do people who hold these new thoughts and feelings and beliefs about money act? Mostly, they don't talk about it. They just know. It's all good. So what kind of conversations do they have? Do they spend time, and who do they spend time with? And what do they wear? And what does the inside of their car look like? And how do they keep their houses? And what do they read or not read? And what do they watch on television or not? Are there common denominators with people who are abundant? I love money. Money hears the words I say. Raymond Charles Barker. I'm going to say that with me. I love money. Money hears the words I say. So you could say, I love health. Health hears the words I say. I love great relationships. Great relationships hear the words I say. Your words are simply a reflection of your thoughts. Your attitude about money, as they are reflected in your words, can either push money away or make it welcome. So homework 2, consider the phrases that push money away. And what can you say to make money welcome? Act like the person who holds those new beliefs. I love money. Say that. I love money. So, bamboo, and what would you love? And how can you make money welcome? Because it works.
It works when I work it. My good comes pouring through. It works when I work it. These principles are true. It works when I work it. My joys multiply. Everyone who asks receives. Every seeker finds. Everyone who asks receives. Every seeker finds. I know that I am ready to receive the many blessings pouring down on me, lovingly releasing that little voice of doubt that says that I'm not good enough and that I must do without. 'Cause I know that it works when I work it. My good comes pouring through. It works when I work it. These principles are true. It works when I work it. My joys multiply. Everyone who asks receives. Every seeker finds. Everyone who asks receives. Every seeker finds. We have to have a dream before a dream comes true. If I trust my heart to lead, then love comes pouring through. Like an old friend of mine, my good will know my face. And making room for miracles, saving room for grace. 'Cause I know that it works when I work it. My good comes pouring through. It works when I work it. These principles are true. It works when I work it. My joys multiply. Everyone who asks receives. Every seeker finds. Everyone who asks receives. Every seeker finds.
Thank you. That was quite the talk. So much to remember. It's a good thing because all those questions, we're going to have to go and study this stuff. So let me just get this microphone ready here. And Emilio, you can. So, yeah. So what was your takeaway experience today? Anybody got a bamboo experience? Okay, right. You, Emilio, with Wendy. Thank you.
Is it on? It is.
Yes.
Well, I just retired from being a speech pathologist, but one thing that I did a lot of was working with children whose speech was very unintelligible. And you would work with these kids for a really long time, and it felt like you were making no gains whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, like 18 months later, the light bulb would come on. So it was like really laying the foundation. So I had lots of bamboo stories.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Anybody else have a bamboo story? I like to think it's kind of like the spirit is in back, getting all the ducks lined up in a row. And then when I'm ready, it's like being at actually, it's not a very nice, well, they're not real ducks. Okay, let's say they're wooden ducks. Yeah, wooden ducks. And so they have to get all lined up, and then you just go ping, 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 and they're all, you got them all, and you get the prize. So, but it takes time for things to be happening in the background that I don't think I know about. You have a good one, Emilio. Go ahead.
You mentioned sometimes it's a setback. It feels like a setback, but actually, the book that we're reading, it's a setup. It's a setup instead of seeing it as a setback. See it as a setup.
Good.
For better
Totally.
things, for more things.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the roots
I
are
really
getting.
like that.
Yeah.
I love money, but replace it with whatever you want it to.
Yes.
It feels right.
Yes. I don't know. Do you remember anybody take the 4T program years ago? Yes, I was just thinking about that the other day. One of the things we had to do, you must have taken it, I'm sure, and you had to say 100 times a day, I am prosperous. And I made it into a song, and so we would be singing it and singing it and singing it. And during that first time that I taught 4T, I received an inheritance as well, enough to buy a house, a down payment on a house. And that really set me up with all through my life, that inheritance from somebody that I really didn't know all that well. It was just quite amazing, Yeah. What would you really love? I like that question. Anybody have an idea? Something that they would really love to happen that is not happening right now? Yes, great. Bruce?
I wish I could walk.
Yes. That would be a good thing, Bruce. With his your foot is healing and you can't feel it, but Bruce broke his ankle. Was it your ankle or your foot? Your ankle. And he's got some pins and all kinds of stuff in there. And in 3 weeks, did you say? Three or four. Then he can start putting pressure on his foot. So Bruce is here in a wheelchair, and we're just grateful that his son brings him. It's just great. Okay, just a sec. The two Dianes here. Go ahead, Diane 1.
If I'm part of a coat drive,
Yes.
and it'll all be going down to Good Shepherd. So next Sunday, if anybody has a coat that they don't need anymore,
Yes.
I would take it to this coat drive.
So you
to
would
help
love.
you clear your house out,
Yes.
or other winter gear, I guess.
Right.
too.
Well, that ties in well with that ties in well with clearing out what you no longer need. Bring your coats to Diane. Yes, Diane.
I just, I'm not sure about this, but you buy bamboo, the 3 stalks, and it connects to money. It's called a money tree.
Oh.
So money and bamboo goes together as far as I'm concerned.
There you go.
For some reason, I have no idea what the reason is behind that, but they're in the stores all the time, and it's the 3 stalks, and you buy 5 stalks for something else, and you buy 2 for another
Oh, I
reason.
see.
So
Oh,
it's all, connected.
that's, my son in California has bamboo growing, and it's not 80 feet high. I don't know where it grows that tall, but it's certainly about 15 feet. It's quite amazing. Yeah. So there's so many ideas you got there, Anne. But I love this. Believe that you've received it, and you will act as though you've got it. Have that attitude. The little girl that went to a rainmaking, preacher came to do praying for rainmaking, and only one little girl brought an umbrella. So don't forget, bring your umbrella if you, make sure that you have it. Well, now it's time to practice our spiritual law of giving and receiving, and know that as we give, so shall we receive. And so give with love if you want love. Just let it be. Let's say there's all kinds of ways to give. Well, not all kinds of ways, several. One is e-transfer, which is what I do, very, very handy. The other one, because I don't have a wallet anymore, I keep a few bucks in my purse, but my wallet is just my credit cards. That's it. Anyway, but you can write a check if you remember how to Unity Spiritual Center. Oh dear. All right, let us repeat our affirmation together. Divine love that I am blesses all I give and all I receive. Okay.
When upon life's billows you are tempest-tossed, when you feel discouraged, thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will amaze you what the Lord has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. When your life seems empty, it is so untrue. There's a mighty presence there inside of you. Miracles take place wherever you may be, proving that God's love is with you constantly. Oh, count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. Ooh, yeah. So amid the conflict, whether great or small, do not be discouraged, God is over all. Count your many blessings, every doubt will fly, and you will be singing as the day goes by. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. Just count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. Just count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. There shall be showers of blessings. Oh, yeah.
So know that we are here to pray with you. If you do have a prayer request, send it to us via an email, prayer@unityspiritualcenter.com, or you can fill out a form here and place it in the prayer box. Because I know the truth for you, and that is that everything you desire is available to you, and I can hold that in consciousness. So let's say this prayer together, please. The infinite mind of God, which is my mind, fills my consciousness with all the right ideas I require for my best life. I follow the guidance. I am grateful. I let go and let it be so. And so it is. Because here I am, ready to receive.
Here's a new song again, another one. No, that's the wrong. That's the wrong.
shine his light, may the flame of love burn so
It's the wrong crowd.
see our true reality.
It's the awesome abundance of it. Remember, this is the first song that we did. Okay. Oh, you can't? Okay.
So Pat is grateful for Gracie, her dog, and for Sunshine.
May God's fire with
Sunshine.
shine his light, may the flame
Diane,
of love burn
what are you
so
grateful for?
that the whole world can see our true reality.
Family.
Pass the microphone to everybody.
Family, friends.
Friends. Family, friends, everything. Life. Jackie.
Explanation, Jackie's doing her gardening. Friends and family.
Love.
Health. They got a complete overhaul last week.
Health. Fantastic. School.
Friends and family.
Friends and family.
God's fire within shine his
Music.
flame of love
Learning.
Learning.
that the whole
Realize.
Football.
Football.
Spontaneity.
Hi, Gracie.
All of you.
All of you.
And for the ability to be able to be going with the flow no matter what happens. And the reason we're listening to this song all the way through is because I don't have the ability to stop the music. It will keep on playing until it's finished. And if we turn it off, we shut the live stream, so we're not going to do that. So we're just going to think about what we're grateful for.
It's the awesome abundance of love.
So come on back up here.
Oh, it's. There's more. Wait, there's more.
And you know, that was a great example of how life shows up sometimes in ways that we really don't expect, don't even want it to show up that way. And yet, what can you do but go with it and have fun? And so we raised the temperature by another 3 degrees by all that laughter.
Oh, my goodness.
And it is birthday month, birthday day for this month.
For the month of November, anyone in the room with a November birthday? No. Okay. Well, happy birthday to all of you out there born in November. On the count of 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Everyone born in the month of November. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you. You are wonderful. God is blessing you now.
So thank you, everyone. Remember that I love you. And it's wonderful to be able to be here with you. And let's go enjoy cake for those of you that are here. And for those of you at home, enjoy something lovely for lunch. Perhaps a nice piece of cake would be part of that. And join us for this next month as we look at how can we raise our vibration in terms of the things that we would love. Bye for now. See you next week.